Hello, and welcome to LRGA Curves, my beautiful curvies, my beautiful curves. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in today to LRGA Curves. You know, over here, we like having fun. And I decided that because it's Thanksgiving week and it's vacation time, that I would hop on and do my reviews today. And instead of making like 3 lives in one day, because I think that was too much for my followers. You guys weren't used to getting so many lives from me in a day. So I will do a live today about Love and Marriage Huntsville. And tomorrow I'll be going live about Real Housewives of Potomac. So let's get the formalities out of the way. Again, thanks for tuning in to LRGA Curves. Make sure you smash the like button and smash the subscribe button, so that you can get notified next time I upload a video. Also, I'm into comments. If you leave a comment, I will definitely reply in time. And I like interacting with you. I like having my perception buffered by other perceptions in a way that I'm able to evolve. You know what I'm saying? So again, happy Monday to you guys. Thanks for popping in. If you happen to catch this on the replay, just go ahead and, like I said, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and hit that bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video over here on LRGA Curves. So today we will be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, Lo-and-Be-Holt. Now this was episode, 18? And next week we finally have the finale. And so this episode was pretty good. You know, last week they gave us a filler episode of just reruns of Melody Holt and Martell Holt's interactions, you know. And so I'm thinking that this week they finally got back to business, and next week will be the finale, and then we'll get the reunion. So, but my takeaways from today, I'm going to give you my highlights that are listed in the description, and then I'll go into detail on each highlight, and then I'll wrap it up with my recap. I'm not going to keep you too long today. It's looking at about maybe 40 minutes, maybe. Depends on how fast I talk. If I talk faster than my reel, then it can be done. I don't want to take a lot of your time, but I did want to share my point of view and what my larger curvy mind has to say about it. Okay. So I'm going to roll my tape, and then we're going to get started. Okay, as always on LRGA Curves, I want to get started with the disclaimer. Okay, because these pictures ain't mine. These pictures are the people's. And so I want to do a disclaimer because I'm just commenting on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now let's jump right into it. Love and Marriage Huntsville started off with we're going to go through, I forgot to tell you, Stalker Much, No Oxygen, Glad God Said Go, SOS Received, Patricia Peeps Petty, Surprise, You Spend Too Much, Marsau the MathMan, Communication is Key, The One, The Only, Destiny Payton Williams, Small Talk, TNT, A Honeymoon for Me, Destiny Covered, Get a Room, and a second honeymoon already? Those are the topics that we'll be going over today. Prosperity, thick girl, 40s in the house. My beautiful curvies. Hello. You want to pop in? You can come in. You want to come up, Prosperity? Because I love your points of view. Let me do this real fast, and then I'll be joining the link after I do this part. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm so glad you joined me, Prosperity. Everybody check out Prosperity Thick Girl 40's Instagram and get some of those cups she does custom, you guys. Anyway, so we start off with Stalker Much. Martell admits to wanting to disrespect Melody, but he also admitted that while Melody was on a date as a single woman, rebuilding her life after the shit show baby shirts made out of their marriage, That fool not only comes to her date, but he made a scene and video recorded her on her date, okay? No oxygen. Martell's tight clothes must make him crazy because his baby shirt wearing self admitted to recording Melody and justified it as paying her back, basically, saying that you used to check up on me too. Melody said, you mean when we were married? Because I'm single. He reminded him for the umpteenth time that I am single, Martell. Martell is coming off really like, okay, because I'm glad God said go. And if you don't notice Melody's shirts, how it says God said go. You see that shirt right there she's wearing? I'm sure that's available on her website. It's part of her merchandising. And I'm glad that God said go, because the gaslighting and anger and now stalking that is his single ex-wife is turning into movie of the week-ish, and it needs to stop. It's beyond creepy as a viewer to see this, because I've seen what Martell has put Melody through, and since I've seen what he put her through, he's coming off like he's crazy, like duffel bag duct tape crazy is how Martell is playing himself right now. Okay, his reasoning is off, his anger is level is up, and all of it is because of what Martell did. You know, Prosperity Thicko 40 says you could see his blood pressure rising. Yeah, his little ass shirts, his nipples were getting more and more see-through on his freaking tiny baby shirts. He needs to loosen all that up. He could get a yeast infection. Obviously, it's cutting off oxygen. He's not thinking clearly. Size up on all your clothes, Martell, and it could probably help with all of your problems. I'm just saying at this point. I agree, Prosperity. So look at this look on his face. I tell you, Martell is nobody's friend, including his own friend, when it comes to dealing with Melody. And Melody left this interaction literally questioning how she's going to co-parent with Martell moving forward, because he just blows up and does crazy shit all the time and admits to it and then justifies it. He's not in a good place, people. And for her to be questioning how are they going to co-parent, it's actually making me question how are they going to continue on this show? Because if you can't even co-parent, then how are you expected to do this show, which is less important than your children? Okay. Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says Mel's shirts are right bigger than Martell's. Yeah, at least she wears a proper size shirt. Why is he that's a sign of low self-esteem. Anyway, Melody had to get away from there and move on, because she had to just skirt away because he wasn't making sense. And the only thing happening was that he was coming off like duffel bag duct tape crazy. Okay. And he said that they always start off kind of semi-peaceful, but it doesn't take anything for him to go all the way off. I'm not sure how they're going to move forward with this keep on happening. And I agree. So then we have SOS Received. SOS Received. Patricia, Kimmy's lifelong friend, comes over. And she comes by for the first time since the pandemic. And here's Kimmy Scott preparing some drinks for she and Patricia. Now, she did a little history with them. Patricia used to watch her son, and she used to watch Patricia's kid when they were youngsters growing up. So it's a beautiful lifelong friendship. And when I say SOS Received, I feel like they allowed Kimmy to bring in some backup to help change the narrative of her being a side chick. Let's get into it. Patricia's Kimmy's lifelong friend, and she comes by for the first time since the pandemic. And they sit a spell in the backyard before the rain comes. Patricia has an assignment, and I'm not even mad at Patricia's assignment, because she took her assignment seriously, okay? Because Patricia's assignment was to sit and allow Kimmy a chance to tell the timeline from her perspective of how they got together and then have it affirmed by this lifelong friend. That changes the narrative because this friend who was there before, now, and after is able to vouch for the way that the way that the Scotts met Kimmy and how Kiowa knew that they were totally not in a relationship anymore with Maurice. And so for her to keep on painting this narrative and painting this picture about Kimmy being a side chick was inauthentic. And Patricia's stand was that she didn't appreciate how Kiowa could besmirch Kimmy's name like that while remarried. That's the other thing. Kiowa was doing all this barking about Kimmy being a side chick in her marriage with Maurice while Kiowa was all the way remarried, people. It's like time to get over it. If you already said I do to somebody else, then you need to let go of why you didn't with the other person. That's all I'm saying. How does her husband feel about her keep on having hurt feelings over a supposed side chick when it wasn't a side chick situation? Because Kimmy also had a chance to let us know, people, that Maurice filed not once for divorce, but filed twice for divorce from Kiowa. This might sound a little serendipitous to the people who've been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, and come to find out Simon had asked to divorce Fallon twice before it all went up in smoke. And so it's the same kind of thing. He gave it a chance, and then he got the papers signed, and then he moved forward with Kimmy, and Kimmy was never a side chick. And Patricia confirmed that she was never a side chick, and she confirmed that Kiowa knows the truth. Okay. Because also Patricia peeped petty, because Kimmy went on to talk about not only Kiowa having that narrative about her being a side chick, lying about her being a side chick, but she also brought up how Tisha perpetuates the myth that Kimmy was a side chick. And then she went into how Tisha and her have issues, and that basically Tisha treats her sideways over beef with Melody. Remember a couple seasons back when Melody and Tisha were into it, and Tisha felt like Melody said something and that she didn't like, and she wanted Kimmy to lie for her, to have her back. And Kimmy was like, I'm not lying for you, period. I'm not lying for you. Yes, prosperity, Big Girl 40. While Kiowa is married to Maurice's sister's husband. What? I had no idea. No, so it's all kind of inbreeding going on over there in the good Huntsville, wherever they from. Lord have mercy. If a man said that he ever dated my sister, that would be the only thing I needed to hear before. My answer is no. I'm not sure what all this swapping used to be, your husband's peen with your wife's twat, and I don't know, you guys. That's nasty shit to me. Because there is a million people in the world. There's no reason for you to covet your sister or your brother's love. There's no reason. Go get your whole own love. Anyway, so in my opinion, Tisha is jealous of Kimmy and wants Kimmy to do for her what Tisha would never do for Kimmy, which is love and support her blindly. She wouldn't do that, because if she would do that, it would be done now. Also, I think that Kimmy being hurt that Tisha perpetuates this myth would be okay, but she doesn't ever say that she's hurt, but you can tell she doesn't like it. And then they got back into this is like the fifth time. Kiowa is nasty, prosperity fit girl. This is like the umpteenth time that Kimmy is bringing up this whole situation where Tisha texted instead of called, and the donation was given. but wasn't it? I don't know. I don't know why they keep talking about this whole little Destiny race text is still coming up. But like I said, since the SOS was received by Patricia, I guess since Kimmy had an ear for her to set the record straight and tell her side without interruption, she just wanted to add that in to let it be clear about why she felt the way she felt about receiving a text from Tisha instead of a call. You know what I mean? Kimmy went on to say that, Maurice writes the checks and they know that. And basically she was still just annoyed. Okay? So let me see. At this point, Tisha is acting like a petty high schooler and is a petty high schooler. Okay? I feel like it's more Tisha being petty because Tisha didn't have to do her sister like that. However, Kimmy did acknowledge that she never calls Tisha. So the relationship has always been lopsided. And I feel like if they had some balance in their relationship and they both had a duty to reach out and both had a duty to respond in a certain way, then maybe it wouldn't be so judgmental when they finally get into it. Okay? So I liked that episode. I don't know if we can see Patricia later on. I don't remember her from being on the show prior, but I do like Kimmy. She's one of my faves, and I did enjoy hearing her say exactly what she needed to say, that in a way that it affects her narrative positively. Because I would not want to be known as the side chick either. So we're not in high school anymore. Stop spreading these rumors. Period. Then we have surprise. You spend too much. Marsau surprises Tisha with a money counseling session. Okay, the way that he got surprised with a marriage counseling session. Yeah, Marsau is so petty that he decided to pay Tisha back with a surprise counseling session of his own. And he surprised her with this money session from this couple. Julian and his wife came over, and all Tisha was trying to do was bring in her Wendy's in her booty shorts, and she got, bamboozled with the freaking surprise. We need to counsel because you spend too much. So they sat down, and Tisha, in an effort to show Marsau how to receive surprise counseling, she pulled out her notes, okay? And the lady was like, you don't have to take notes. It's okay. You don't have to take notes. And she's like, no, I'm excited to meet you, and I want to take down this information. So she's like playing like, this is how you should have done, Marsau. So anyway, the counseling session goes into their spending habits. They start talking about who spends more, who spends less, and they talk about how they grew up and how the way they grew up affects their spending habits. And then they share their spending habits and how they feel it affects their marriage. And surprisingly not, they both sound like they spend the least, and they both justified all the spending they did. Okay? So he was like, I buy makeup and I buy everything for me and my kids. I think it's really interesting that Tisha always says me and my kids when she's talking about her children with Marsau, like they're all her responsibility. That's very telling. And then they went on to describe how while Marsau deposits the money for Tisha's access, Tisha tends to spend on the kids and her, so it seems like she spends more, but it's really not really more because it's not all for her. It's not like how Marsau be coming home with a new truck after he crashed the truck and a new Mercedes because he needed one for his 40th birthday that nobody can fit in. And he tried to say that was the same, okay? And it's not. We all know it's not. We all know that Marsau is basically he's one of those old school guys that he just wants Tisha to do whatever the hell he says to do, and it needs to be okay. But Tisha does kind of come off as a whiner to me, but she does have good points also. I think they're both manipulating each other, and part of the reason counseling is needed is because when you get manipulated by somebody you love, it doesn't feel good, and then the resentment builds up, and then the problem can either get worse instead of better. And so I don't really know that them being in competition with each other is beneficial in the long run if there's no communication about what the outcome is. So basically, they walk through the house, they go upstairs, and Tisha's like, well, let me show you the makeup that I buy that he complains about. And, they get up in the room and she has all this stuff. And it looks like a lot of stuff. And the room is messy. And Tisha Kinley says, oh, well, my house is messy because Marsau didn't clean the room. And I really don't think Marsau ever has to clean anything. The way that he runs that household, I'm pretty sure that he runs around after Marsau with a broom and mop because he ain't got time for that. He ain't got time for that. It's what I said when I said, says Marsau. And I can do it, but you can't. And then Tisha says, no, but it's what I said, and I can do it, but you can't. I don't know. I like this wig on Tisha, by the way. And I did like her little outfit. Let me see what else. So the coaches, after they go upstairs and look at everything that Tisha buys, including her collection of $1,200 wigs. Now, y'all, let me tell you something. Truth be told, I'm going to tell on myself. I always tell my kids, you tell on yourself so nobody can have nothing over you. Always run and tell on yourself. Because if people feel like they have something over you, they'll try to use it and make you do stuff. So I'm going to run and tell on myself that I used to wear a weave. I have natural locks now down to my butt. 3 feet of hair that's all naturally mine from my own scalp. I did used to purchase weave hair. But the last time I bought any kind of weave hair, they were just coming through with the lace fronts. They were just coming through with the part kits to make it look like you could part your hair. I wasn't aware that people were spending $1,200 on wigs nowadays. That's too much money, ladies. That's too much money. How about we start a movement where you spend $1,200 on natural products and try to get your own B1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hair to grow naturally out of your head, and stop subscribing to this Eurocentric ideal of beauty. That could cut out half of Tisha's expenses. I'm just saying. Now back to the thing. So Marsau is the math man, and his math ain't gonna math. Because when Marsau said that his new truck and his new Mercedes with the Batwing doors has the exact same financial impact on their finances as Tisha's collection of $1,200 wigs and her 2,000 purses, that's not intellectually honest, Marsau. And even the coaches were like, you're going to have to do better math. Basically, they ended it by saying communication is key. They need to communicate better. If Tisha and Marsau communicate better about money, then it could be different. They set up their first money meeting for the following Sunday at 2. And I like seeing this part of the Love and Marriage Huntsville because it gives us an exchange of the marriages, right? We have before, during, and after. Within all of these couples that we're seeing over here on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So kudos for them for doing one of the biggest talks for divorce is, what do they say? It's money, sex, and kids are the 3 top things for divorce, right? So if you're constantly talking about money in your marriage, then you can check that off the list as something that is a detriment. Next, we have the one, the only Destiny Payton Williams. She was hosting her 2nd annual business lunch where she provides the tables for melanated entrepreneurs. Yep, the same tables that usually exclude us, Destiny provides. And she hosts as a networking business opportunity and community building kind of thing. And she does it annually. So kudos to her, because I feel like those are boss woman moves. When you not only take time to lift up and inspire people, but you want to take others higher. You know, kudos, Miss Destiny. Kudos. Because when you provide the tables that we are excluded from, you're making a positive change in this world, in my opinion. And I feel like Destiny is doing boss things that way. So then we get to the table that she provided, and there's small talk happening at the table. At the table Destiny provided, the small talk was everything from pre-labor due dates to donations asked for and not given. No, donations not asked for but still given. That was Destiny and Melody's little thing. Melody was not asked for a donation from Destiny, and Destiny said, well, I wasn't really sure if he was going to not show up like you did me last year, so I didn't even ask. And also, it split my mind. And Melody was like, oh, well, here's a check because I want to help and I want to, here's my check, my donation for this. So Destiny received that donation. And then we talked about donations promised and not received. And that would be again with Melody, but this time with Tisha. Because for the 5K run, Melody promised a donation. And now it's weeks later, and Tisha brought it up in front of everybody that she hasn't received it yet from Melody. And Melody was like, oh, I'll be sure to get it to you. And then we had another little side talk again with the whole Kimmy check about the donation promised, the donation received, but the donation wasn't acknowledged. Okay, so let's just say the ladies of this the ladies are very charitable. Get it? Table, Jared table. Get it? And Destiny provided the table. I thought that was a good one. Anyway, they also talked about video drop dates. And then we had TNT. Tisha rather abruptly asked Tiffany if she wanted to grab a refill on her champagne. And then, they abruptly stop at this table, and Tisha kind of goes in on Tiffany, and that Tiffany has a lack of transparency. Now, I'm glad that she at least pulled Tiffany to the side, but it was still a conversation out of left field. And unfortunately, the $1,200 wig that Tisha had on to deliver this conversation wasn't her best one, let's just say. So she kind of looked crazy bringing up this conversation out of left field in the middle of nowhere for no reason. It almost felt like production might have went to Tisha and said, pull Tiffany to the side and ask her about this, because there was no reason for it at that time. And so I just feel like that was a little plotted and set up. So anyway, when Tisha rather abruptly asked Tiffany for that time, Tiffany wasn't making as much sense when she talks out loud as she does in her head, obviously, because what she said to Tisha when she asked her about being transparent, she's like, well, what do you want to know? And Tisha goes into, well, I heard that you were divorced. I know that you were married before, but who is Tiffany? And Tiffany goes into this blah, blah, blah about her and her husband both being cheaters, and then they both were divorced before, and that they literally built their relationship off of the conversation around cheating, because they both decided that if they knew why they cheated and they knew why they divorced, then maybe it wouldn't happen again if they could name it, I guess. I don't know. She kind of started getting all over in her thoughts right there to me. So ultimately, Tiffany said there was two reasons for being a cheater. And she said you could either want something more or something different, or you could either just want sex. So that's actually 3 reasons. But I think the real reason why she couldn't remember that talk and the whole cheating thing is because she was talking about cheating on a high school partner who's now deceased. And Tisha called bullshit, and so do I. Because how am I talking to you at a luncheon in 2021 about a marriage that you just renewed vows on a couple episodes ago after only being married for a year, and you start the explanation that you try to give me is, oh, well, we were cheaters and we were this and we were that. Like you guys are trying to set up to be some kind of freaking couples therapy guru or something. And lo and behold, you're talking about cheating when you were in high school? That's not proximal to this conversation. It's not proximal to the experience. And it's not proximal to what you're trying to sell as a version of, oh, we talked about it and that's why we're so close, is because we talked about why we cheated on a boyfriend in high school. Tiffany's going to have to do better. If they let her and her Jerry curl back next season, I hope they do really better. I hope she gets a stylist so she stops looking like she's always going to Sunday school. And I hope she does something else. I don't know. There's something about Tiffany that just, I don't receive what she's saying. And then the more she says stuff, the less I receive it. Okay? So, anyway, let's see. So then we have a honeymoon for me. Destiny gives away prizes, and Kimmy ends up winning a honeymoon. Oh, wait, I went a little. Oh, here we are. So at the table, yeah. So I don't know how cheating in high school is relevant to a question I'm asking you in 2020. That's the look I had on my face too, Tisha. That's the same look I had trying to make it make sense. But then see the look on Tiffany's face. She's trying to make it make sense too while she's saying this bullshit about her cheating when she was in high school. Anyway, then we have a honeymoon for me. Destiny gives away prizes, and Kimmy specifically wins a honeymoon. Now, I'm not sure why Kimmy picked Destiny for the honeymoon, or if it was a random selection. They didn't show that part. I don't know if they edited that out, or if it was a random drawing of prizes that Kimmy happened to be the winner of. If Kimmy is going to be the winner of the prize or not, but she ended up winning a 7-day honeymoon from Destiny. And it was weird because Kimmy's in the confessional said, I'll take this honeymoon, but what Destiny really wants is a 3-way with me and Maurice. Now, you guys leave a comment. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't peep that. I did remember Destiny saying that she thought that Kimmy's son had a crush on her, but she didn't never say anything about wanting to do a 3-way with Maurice and Kimmy, to my knowledge. And then we had Destiny covered. They unveiled the cover of her Hype Hair magazine that Leah Diaz from Yes, Married to Medicine LA, that's why she looked familiar, you guys. Leah Diaz from Married to Medicine LA bought Hype Hair magazine, and there it is. And she's been making covers of all of the housewife ladies of all the franchises that she has in now from being on Married to Medicine LA. And then Destiny and Leah announced their collaboration on making beauty supply chains more accessible to melanated owners and the education of peers on all facets of that industry. And then we have the beautiful ladies right here, and we'll show Destiny's cover again, and I think that's great. Let's see what Trey has to say. Yay! Trey's in the house. No way, Trey. Thanks for popping in. I didn't understand that whole conversation. Their relationship isn't deep enough for Tisha to ask such personal questions, in my opinion. I thought it was totally tactless. I agree, girl. I agree. So then we have get a room. Maurice gets a room and decorates it with balloons and pretty picnic food and candles. And Kimmy meets him as a surprise. And it's so sweet. I really like this couple. This is actually one of my fave couples, you guys. And they meet because Maurice just wanted to do something special for his wife. And he wanted to let her know, look, babe, I heard all the little words you've been saying, and I'm hearing you about us needing to spend time together. And so I wanted to do this for us so that we could have more time together and let you know how important you are to me. So they sit down to their little picnic table inside the freaking hotel room. And look, Maurice says, this rose is for you, and gives it to her. She says, thank you. And then he grabbed her booty. He said, and this is for me. Okay. I love them so much. Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says, I don't wear bad wigs. I keep my hair short. So I'm sorry. I'm never going natural, right?
Yeah.
I know, right? They just have to. I saw your short hair last time you came up, Prosperity Thick Girl. I love a nice short do on a woman. My mom used to rock a short haircut too. So in the room, he tells her, look, the Dr. Francis told me I got 2 wives. And she was like, he did? And Maurice was like, yeah, he basically told me that I put work against you and you against work, but I want to show you that you're more important to me. So I received what Dr. Francis said. And it was cute because Kimmy said also that was one of the things that drew her to him, was that they used to spend so much time together and just chill and watch movies or go out or whatever. And she was like, that's what even made her want Maurice as a husband, was because of their quality time together, you know? And that then she also said that, I said the same thing to you, but since Dr. Francis got the message through, all I want to say is thank you, Dr. Francis, because you finally received the same exact thing I was saying. Now, ladies and men, if you're in a relationship with a significant other, I'm positive we've all had those days where you say something and they're in one ear and out the other. And then later on, they come and they do exactly what you said because somebody else said they suggested they should do it. So it's just, we all receive a word from different people. I, too, Prosperity Thick Girl 40, am glad that Maurice finally gets it. And that's actually in my notes, that I am glad that he's the kind of man that was not only willing to receive information, but then he was able to apply changes based off of the information that he received. Like he immediately went and got this room to show her. He immediately went. I know he did. Didn't he say something about you guys can come? I don't want him to make it a couples trip either because people just be so jelly of them. So then they're sitting there, and after she's already blown away that he admitted that he works too much, doesn't spend enough time with her, that he has a second wife and it's called work, and that he finally got all of that. After that, he wasn't finished blowing old Kimmy away. No, as it turned out, Maurice has power lungs, you guys, because then what is this? That is the destination freaking honeymoon that they're about to go on. And Kimmy says, a second honeymoon already? And because he surprised her with a destination honeymoon. She's like, wow, I got two freaking honeymoons in one day. And he's like, what? You got another honeymoon? And she's like, oh yeah, Destiny gave me a honeymoon. It was hilarious, you guys. It was hilarious. When it rains, it pours, good and bad. And so Kimmy is obviously the kind of woman that is being rewarded not only for her love and affection towards this man and like just sticking it out, but also for you, we can't be afraid to say what we need in relationships. And Kimmy is the perfect example of that because she said what she needed to her man and took that chance and it ended up working out. And I want to encourage all of us to speak our word when we need to so that we can have the life that we want to have with the person we want to have it with. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, another telling thing. Now, I don't know what Kimmy and Maurice are talking about, Destiny, behind closed doors, but Maurice also said something about Destiny not being able to come on the honeymoon because there wasn't going to be no three
Yeah.
ways too. And Maurice was like, "Oh, Destiny saw a need and fulfilled it. Way to go, Destiny." And then they retired to the room for Taco Tuesday. He's like, "Oh, there's more food in the room," and she said, "Are you being nasty?" Timmy said, "Are you being nasty to Maurice when he said there's more food in the room?" Because they had just eaten at the little
Yeah.
picnic table. And then he's like, "Oh, there's more food in the room." And he leads her to the room and they get behind the door and she said, "It's Taco Tuesday." And that is the freaking review for that part. But let me just wrap this up and say again that they are a favorite couple of mine on this show, Kimmy and Marie. And this was a good show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that they highlighted the other couples coupling besides the Holt. And I think these other couples could float the show without the Holts altogether, in my opinion. Melanie Holt starting the episode questioning whether she can co-parent with Martell at this point is Melody asking that question made me, as a viewer, wonder, is it even healthy for them to put their family's demise on Front Street for everybody's entertainment? I don't really think so, people. I'm not even torn about it. I don't need to see the freaking demise of a black family, a melanated family unit for entertainment. I don't think so. And I'm glad that this episode gave us an opportunity to really get into the other couples. And because I don't think that the Holts are doing themselves or their family much of a service, in my opinion, by just picking all these scabs all the time. Like, they just went through all of this on the show. The side coastlaw is still making interviews and comments. We got Martell acting crazy. We got, it's just crazy, crazy, crazy everywhere. And the kids are at the center of this, you guys. And I think that it's really of detriment to the children to do that. And I thought, and the only reason I'm saying the Holts don't need to be there is because I thought when the show first came on, it was centered around the Holts as the center couple with these people as their friends. But now that they're imploding, basically, I think they might need to take a time out and let their wounds at least scab over instead of picking them raw every week. I think that would be a better move. And then come back, maybe. Because I don't want them to leave for any other reason than it's just too much toxicity to ingest as a viewer. Now, I used to watch Jerry Springer, used to, because I came to a point when the negativity wasn't entertainment to me anymore. And not saying that other people don't like it. I'm just saying, however, this is a family that we're literally watching fall apart, and maybe they should just take time to heal. And it's also because I know that it's a little bit heavy, in my opinion, on that in particular, but I understand the power of melanated love. It helps the universe spin. I'm telling you guys, it's magic. I believe in the magic that the union of melanated humans brings to this atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? It's needed and it's something that is missing. And so when I see it under attack for entertainment, I don't really want to watch its demise for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep on watching, but not if it gets too much. I mean, they only have one more episode and then hopefully they'll take some time off. And I don't know what scabs they'll pull off at the reunion, but that's pretty much my view on that. Now let's get to these comments. Let's see. Prosperity Thick Girl 40 said, really don't understand. I really didn't understand that paper. He didn't even book it yet because why not the plane tickets instead of a Sandals Beach Report printed ad? Yeah, that was a little low budget, Mo. Yeah, you could have come through with a freaking ticket or at least an itinerary, but a picture of the Sandals Beach Resort is at least it's something. And I'm glad that Kimmy was glad. And then Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says, I think they're everyone's favorite couple. Yeah, they are like the most grounded, down to earth, even with their little quirks. I really like them the best because they're personally are not annoying to me. Marsau personally annoys me with his freaking Neanderthal tactics. And Tisha personally annoys me with her whining. And excuse me. So yeah, Anyway, they're my faves. Trey says, it's not even entertaining anymore. Exactly, Trey. It's like watching toxic, flaming train wreck. Hello, hello, hello. And I kind of feel like the way they made me complicit in a couple of other reality shows, like the more I watch, it obviously only encourages those types of storylines. And then they find another melanated family to implode on TV. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, where do we as viewers draw the line and take our responsibility in watching flaming train wrecks? And plus, these days, you guys, honestly, we got to guard our energy. We got to be filling it up with positive, productive, prosperous things. And I'm not sure that this is part of that. It's entertainment, yeah, but it's not all positive. And I'm sure there's positive entertainment to be had. Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says, but we'll continue to watch. And that's right. Prosperity Thick Girl 40 also says, if they could be adults, it would be totally different narrative. They're not going anywhere. This is their show and they value money over everything. That's unfortunate. Now I can drop this freaking link real fast and we can see if anybody wants to come up and share their side of it because I am, yeah. So if you want to pop up, that'll be great. Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says exactly what Portia's news show will be. A mess. I can messy boots. Yes. It's going to be messy, 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 messy. And Portia didn't even need to go back that far to be messy. She didn't need to go back to Henny Portia. After already sitting up on the TV with Simon, I would have reserved Henny Portia, her brown liquor Portia side. Looks like it might be making an appearance. I heard there was a scuffle, some uncontrollable tears, and a fallout. And that screams brown liquor to me. So hopefully it was for the cameras or whatever, but we'll see. And that was pretty much my review. And I did say it was going to take a good 40 minutes. And so I'm right on time. I don't want to hold you guys too long. Again, thanks for tuning in. My beautiful curvies. Leave a comment, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and be sure to maybe share the video. I'm still trying to reach goals over here, getting more subscribers, adding more beautiful curves to the world. Yes, yes, yes. So, okay. Was there anything else? Let's just go over one more time my recap. Oh, Thick Girl 40, adding to stream. Hi, beautiful.
Hello.
How is it going? What did you think about that Love and Marriage, Huntsville?
Bad. First of all, I want to tell you, I sprained my back.
No.
So your cups will be coming. I'm trying to put some out this week. I got to finish your husband's surprise.
Yeah, no. Take your time.
Somebody hacked my IG, my daggone business page. So
no
I got
way.
to be dealing with that. That's why I haven't been. We inbox each other.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't inboxed you in a couple of days.
Oh my God, I'm sorry that happened, but that's a reminder to me to freaking What's that? Two authentication thing is what I need to do on here is make the
Cause I'm mad I didn't. Now I
two-factor
gotta do.
authentication needs to
Yeah,
kick.
cause now I gotta do a whole another daggone page. After I just got all my followers up and stuff for my business page.
Oh no!
I am so mad.
So sorry about that. Damn cyber stuff. Oh look,
It's
Trey
always
says feel
something.
better soon, prosperity thick girl 40.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
You
love
know
you.
that
So,
always
so
gotta be something. Whenever something good happens, always there gotta be something that try to mess it up.
you see how that can happen sometimes. But like I said, I try to just speak my word and be like, okay, whenever something good happens, that just means more something good is going to happen. I try to do that. It
I
doesn't
know
always
that's
work.
right.
I know it doesn't always work, but I just try to set myself up in a better position instead of just
Mm-hmm.
trying to like be like, oh, fucked up shit is going to happen. We already lived in a fucked up world. And so that's a given. So I just
Right.
try to keep myself positive because girl, I'm a Capricorn, so I can be prone to depression. And so, but not like Robin's kind of depression where I don't know that it's depression. I know that it's.
She knew what it was. She knew it wasn't depression. She knew it was just laziness.
Yeah, it was her laziness did pop out during the freaking pandemic. That was
Yes, I tweeted last night. I said, "Excuse me, TJ Maxx, Nordstrom's, and all the other stores. Can somebody please confirm or deny this lie that she's selling? Because I don't believe bit more that but nobody that she turning down no daggone stores to put them ugly hats in. Nobody wants them things. So we know if somebody gave you a daggone contract to be in their stores, girl, depression and all, a depressed person would take that. Yeah, that would make you not be depressed.
we would hope. Well, maybe she's suffering some other deficiency that
Laziness. That's what it is.
yeah that she would pass on a legacy for her kids. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
She won't even take them to school in the living room, girl. But
Mm,
we're gonna stop talking about them. Yo, that's tomorrow.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. Tomorrow we will be doing the Real Housewives of Potomac, you guys. So come back. Um,
Oh, yeah,
so
I can't be
we
laughing. My
always
back hurt, but you always make me laugh.
oh, I'm sorry about your back. Were you dancing?
No, I don't know what happened to my back. I have no idea. I was doing cups, and you know
Uh,
how you hold your head down for a long time,
yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
you feel tension in your back.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was,
Oh,
but it hasn't went away yet, and it's swollen.
oh,
I'm confused.
oh, I'm praying for you. Sending you positive vibes and comfort. That's
Thank you,
horrible.
babe.
I hate back stuff. Oh, so painful. And you need your
Yep.
back for everything. It's like when you get a
Everything to
hangnail.
walk, to
It's like
talk,
when you get that
to
weird cut on
move.
your thumb, and every time, and you just hit your thumb all day until it heals. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the same thing with your back. Like it's gonna hurt whatever you do because it's your freaking back.
Exactly. Exactly. But
Yeah.
this Martell, I'm so tired of him. I really
Oh my
wish
gosh.
he
It
would
is.
sit himself down somewhere. And somebody on Twitter was like, "Well, didn't she go to his workplace?" No, Martell doesn't have a workplace.
Yeah, let's keep it straight.
Martell is at everybody else's workplace.
Right.
And
Because
at least he wasn't on a date with a whole new person, and they got to see the craziness. She didn't do that. She pulled
right.
up on him at somebody else's work.
Exactly. Not to mention that whenever Melody did pull up on Martell, it was while they were married. She had a right to. When you
Exactly.
are divorced, you're a stalker pulling up on me. But when
But
we're married, it's my duty to pull up on that booty. You know what I'm
right, but it's for her right now because you were wrong, dude. You're the reason. If he wouldn't have cheated on her,
saying?
she could
Exactly.
have waited till later on when they knew they would see each other at home. But
Yep.
being that he messed up the family, I gotta catch you where I catch you.
Right.
Don't go to Martell house. Martell is a psycho.
He
You
is.
might put her in there and handcuff her to a bed or something. You
Oh
don't
my
know.
God. Prosperity. We're thinking the same thing. I'm like, he's freaking duffel bag duct tape crazy.
Martell is the crazy that will sit outside your house in your bushes, wait
Yeah.
for you to unlock your door, push you inside, and yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen. That's
Right.
kind of crazy he is. I don't
He
trust him.
very creepy. He's coming off like total movie of the week creepy, you guys.
Stalkers.
It's
Like what
very
the hell?
not a good look. And
At
what is he
all.
teaching his son and his daughter? They're going to be able to look back at this, you guys. That's what I'm
And
saying.
then you
Get off
say
the show.
Then you say it's no problem. I can do it. No, you look stupid, dude. You don't even realize the concept of looking dumb. If you can't comprehend that you're no longer married to this lady and you are divorced and she can do whatever she want to do, I see why you don't have a business license.
Right.
Because you can't, you don't even have the skills of comprehension. So anything you read, or if you can read, you won't retain any goddamn way.
I know. I used to think, can he even read? But then I was like, didn't they meet in college? So I think he can read a little bit, but he doesn't make a lot of sense. He doesn't like just
Martell got muscles and Martell played football. Martell probably went to school on a scholarship. That don't mean you can read. That
right
just means you can play
because he really needs to
something.
have his own stuff by now.
That's crazy to me. You don't want to leave a legacy for your kids. Oh, you keep talking about your kids, your kids. If it wasn't for Mel, your kids would be in a horrible situation. If Mel
Yeah,
wasn't the go-getter that she was, your kids would not be able to have the lifestyle that they were accustomed to. And that's a parent's duty to keep your kids, no matter what you go through, your
right,
kids should always be able to maintain the custom of life that they have always been used to. I told my kids since birth,
right.
nobody has to do for you but me. It's great if other people do. Thank God that every last one of their fathers are part of their life. But if
Mm,
they wasn't, that's my job. Nobody else has to do anything but me. I don't give a damn what nobody else say. How they say nobody else supposed. Yeah, they suppose, but if they don't, I need to know that my kids still be able to have the things that they need and want.
exactly. Yeah,
And that's how Mel is.
I had a friend once and she was gonna quit her job, but she didn't want to quit until she stacked enough money to maintain the lifestyle that she had accustomed her son to living with
Exactly.
for at least 3 years without a job. You know what I mean? Just in case if
Exactly. And
business.
that's what mothers think about. Men don't think about that kind of stuff. We think about that kind of stuff. Nobody's going to treat your child like a mother would treat her child. Period.
Exactly. That's what they say. Mommy's baby, daddy's maybe.
Exactly.
Because we always gonna do what we need to do.
Like I tell my kids, see, daddy going to wake you up if you go to sleep in the car. Mommy going to pick you up and take you in the house. There's a difference.
Yeah, that's the difference, right?
Exactly. Somebody else going to tell you to tie your shoe. Mommy going to tie that shoe. There's a difference.
Yeah.
You want mommy going to be there.
I
Now,
think
who was the next?
um so his baby shirts, we could take a minute and talk about why do you think he wears all his clothes so little?
Because he broke and those are tink clothes.
Those really are like I'm like questioning. And then Destiny even said he was rather feminine. So I don't know if like there's some other something brewing that everybody knows he wears baby shirts because he likes that kind of stuff.
I
Because it's
tell
not
Mel
sexy. I don't need a
at
man's
all.
nipples to throw through a shirt. I don't need that.
You can see his pressure rising through the shirt. That was a goddamn pressure cuff. That was
Yeah,
not a shirt.
yeah, yeah.
That shirt kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter the madder he got. Like, nigga, your nipples are hard. Are you horny or are you mad? Like, what is going on here?
I bet he was horny for her. I bet
Yeah,
he was.
you
He
know that
crazy.
he seemed like the type of man that need to get mad to get it up. Like,
Yeah,
dude, you're crazy for real.
yeah, yeah.
And Mel needs to be careful because I don't care what nobody say. I really think he's certified crazy.
Me too, because he's doing all of this with cameras rolling, you guys.
Yeah,
So
so just
if he's doing
imagine.
this in front of the cameras, imagine what he does behind the cameras, you guys.
And did you see how he kept on posturing at her like he would hit her? Like,
Yeah.
dude, you're crazy. I don't care
Oh
what
my
nobody
God.
says. He's crazy. And Mel needs to be careful. Mel needs to going to be needing some restraining orders before this is all over. Because he has
I
issues.
believe so. I believe so.
He
And
the type
so,
of dude that would leave the kids at the house with a babysitter and go stalk Mel.
yeah. Hey, babe, I'm on live. Out of here. Okay, you can have one today. So what else do we think? What
I'm
did
about to say, what was the next set of things that happened? Oh,
okay, so
yeah.
then we
Patricia.
did Patricia. Yeah, what did you think about the smoke signal that her friend Patricia got and came over to help her change the narrative, girl? She came
Yes,
over.
because some people say Patricia was being messy and she broke girl code with Kiowa. I don't give a hootie hoot about Kiowa.
Me
She was
neither.
wrong. She shouldn't have went. Then you're gonna go down to their family gathering after y'all are divorced just to spin the narrative of Kimmy being a side chick to the family as well.
Yeah.
Girl, you are really lucky Kimmy is the woman she is because anybody else been to hit you upside your head by now.
Right, right. And I don't,
People
yeah,
need to, and then you're married, and then you married Maurice's sister's ex-husband. So is that the man you cheated on Maurice with? Because Maurice says she cheated on him.
yeah.
She keep on trying to swing the narrative that Kimmy was a side chick, but you had a
But she
whole
was a
side
whole
dude.
cheater. Yeah, yeah. We'll never get the truth out of Kiowa. And
Exactly.
so that's why I'm glad that Kimmy had a chance to finally tell her truth. Because I've heard Kimmy try to
Thank
say
you.
all this stuff before, but she ends up arguing in the middle of it, or Tisha ends up chiming in talking about you were a side chick, you
Yeah,
know,
because Tisha's for nobody but herself.
right. And then, what do you think about Kimmy keep on bringing up this whole I got a text instead of a call, but she got the check?
Like
That's
Kimmy
like a big
said, she's been petty. Tisha has been petty since Kimmy been on this show. Kimmy want to take a damn season or a couple of episodes and be petty, be petty.
yeah,
Tisha petty as hell. Everything Kimmy do is a problem.
everything.
Like Kimmy said, she will never be the person that Tisha wants her to be. Tisha wants Kimmy to be what she doesn't need, what her husband won't even be for her. Girl, bye. How you gonna
But
have more expectation out of your sister-in-law than you do of your husband? Girl,
hello, that
sit your
part,
little self down. You're slow. You're a 5-year-old.
right?
You're a child on an
Child,
adult playing with adults. Girl, bye. Patricia needs to take Tiffany's spot. I don't care what nobody says. I like Tiffany better. I mean Patricia more than I like Tiffany. She can have her spot.
I hope so. Does she? And she doesn't even. Is she married though? Do they require marriage to be on this show?
She married. She remember she said her husband was gone. And, yeah, she married
Oh yeah, then let them come because she seemed more interesting in that 10 minutes than
and
freaking
willing to be tell
Tiffany's
something about
freaking Jerry
herself.
curl.
Cause
Tiffany and
Tiffany
her Jerry curl are boring to me.
doesn't. Why does Tiffany look like she dressed in Giselle's first lady closet
I
and let
told
her
you, she looked
hairstylist
like
do
she was
her
always
hair?
on her way to church. She looked like she on her way to Sunday school.
And every scene,
Every scene, and but she thinks it's sexy, you guys. You could tell she thinks she looked like oh hella good and stuff.
and she let Giselle hairdresser do her hair. Like, girl,
Yeah, I would take. If anybody's listening, can we entertain Patricia and her husband instead of freaking Tiffany's non-transparent self? And then we
thank
have
you.
surprise. Then we had the whole surprise you spend too much situation when Marsau surprised Tisha with the money counseling. I thought that was cute.
But y'all pride yourself on being married 15 years, but y'all needed a couple that's been married only 6 years to help you with your problems.
Hello.
Stop telling people you've been married for 15 years if
Yeah.
you don't know what you're doing yet.
And plus, in that other episode, a couple episodes back, Tisha said something about her kind of being married before she really wanted to be married because she was pregnant.
Yeah,
So for her,
exactly. They did not know each other.
right, for
They
her
got
to
married because she got pregnant.
and brag like, "Oh, I've been married for 15 years." You just said 2 episodes ago that you didn't even want to marry this fool, but you married him because you were pregnant, and now you're having to brag that it turned into 15 years. So that was weird. Um, but Marsau the MathMan, I thought that was hilarious prosperity when freaking Marsau said his two cars, one Mercedes with a Batwing door, was equal to $1,200 wigs and 2,000 purses. Can he please go back to business school if he thinks that that's mathing?
Right. She don't like Kimmy because Kimmy marriage is successful and hers is in shambles. And
Yeah.
hers been in shambles for years now.
And then did you notice how close freaking their street, how close Kimmy and not Kimmy, how close Marsau and Tisha's house is to the freaking highway? Those cars were zooming by so fast. I was like, oh, that can't wait for them to build their dream house and get out of that neighborhood. Those houses, I could see all your neighbors, people, all your neighbors. It's interesting that just on reality shows overall, I expect a little more luxury, but it is real life in Huntsville. But Melody's house is very nice in Huntsville. Let's not get it twisted. And so is her last
Mm-hmm.
house.
Tisha house is too
It's
small.
so little
Like,
for all the
girl,
kids.
y'all buying all these cars. How about buying a house?
Yeah, how about like
Because it
moving
don't
up
seem
in
like them
square
acres.
footage?
Y'all just removing trees off the daggone property, the other lot.
Yeah.
Girl, you keep talking about you want two more cars. No, you need two more rooms.
Two more rooms, exactly. And then we had the Destiny luncheon. I enjoyed the luncheon. I like that she's providing tables that our people are usually excluded from, and I that's boss moves. You're not inviting me to the table. I'm making this table, and I'm
Yes,
creating
and then
around the table.
Mel threw a boss move back at her. Was like, "Oh, look, don't play with me. Here go my check right here."
Yeah, that was cute. I don't know why Melody. It was interesting how Melody pulled out a check she wasn't asked for, but didn't have the check that she promised for Tisha.
Child, teacher don't deserve a check anyway.
But those placards at the 5K thing cost money. She trying to recoup her money. Didn't somebody get something at the end of that? I don't know.
We didn't see that on the show. If they did,
Right. What did you think about when Tisha took Tiffany to go get the champagne? That was abrupt,
but
right?
where did that come from? Like, girl, why is you mad? That
Yeah,
lady
that
said
was
something
so
to you
weird.
like 4 episodes ago. And you just realizing that? You just coming back with a comeback? What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah. And her $1,200 wig in that season wasn't the best, but I think that it was kind of like it felt like production said to Tisha, pull Tiffany to the side and ask her about being transparent. Because it was so weird out of left
It was
field.
stupid. It didn't even make sense. Like, girl, bad. I don't know what you supposed been doing, but that was not it. Let's
And
go
then
back
what
to the
about
table.
Tiffany saying that, oh, we cheated on each other, we cheated in previous relationships, and then come to find out she was talking about cheating in
Goddamn
high
high
school.
school. Girl,
She's a
bad.
liar. She is
I
not
don't believe anything Tiffany says.
not a thing.
Tiffany is transparent about everybody else's relationship and closed door about her own. Girl, we know nothing about you. And this time, what's this episode 18, 19?
Yeah, and we still don't know. And she gave you an opportunity to tell us, and all she did was talk like a politician. All
Exactly. Like I asked Carlos on Twitter, Carlos, can we please get Patricia and leave Tiffany? Because they serve no purpose.
yeah,
I'm tired.
yeah. And then did you think it was so okay? How did the prizes get handed out? Was that a random honeymoon that Kimmy won, or did Destiny plan to give Kimmy a honeymoon? I don't.
I guess that was something that she just gave Kimmy because ain't nobody else getting nothing.
Yeah, I don't. I was like editing. Can you re-edit that to see? Because she's like, here are the prizes. She said an
Yeah,
S,
but
but
only
then we
gave
only
away one
saw her
prize.
gave one away. So I
Yeah,
was like, and then did Kimmy have a reason to think that Destiny wants a three-way with her and
yeah,
Maurice?
she said it.
She did.
Yeah, she said something. She keep alluding to Kimmy wanting her. Everybody want Destiny. Let Destiny tell it.
Her and Mia. Her and Mia think everybody want
Child.
their ass.
Yeah, and that's why Maurice said the same thing. Was like, nah, we not doing that. No, no. We might do it, but it won't be with these motherfuckers in this group. No,
Right?
no, no. We're gonna stay married. That's what we're gonna do.
That
These
was
people
funny.
crazy.
So I hope that they're not taking it that direction. I hope that Destiny really is looking for like I don't know. I'm not really into a swinger show at this point.
Exactly. I don't see Kimmy. Kimmy ain't doing nothing to lose her man.
Yeah.
Kimmy ain't crazy.
Especially since she just got the narrative change that she's not a side chick. So why would she then
Exactly.
share a person? You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Child.
I thought the cover of the Hyper magazine was beautiful.
Yeah, that was cute. It was
And
nice.
did you ever watch Married to Medicine LA? Were you familiar with Leah Diaz from that show? She was married to the Egyptian.
Child, I don't remember them crazy ladies. I
Yeah,
don't
on the
know none of their names.
LA thing. She was one of my faves on there. And
I never really got into that one. I
oh yeah,
watched it, but I can't tell you nothing about besides the lady who kids slept in her bed and her husband slept in the other room.
oh yeah, that was weird. That was weird.
Mm,
But
that's why I caught my attention.
that's where you were like, I'm out of here. But Leah Diaz, I really got to give a shout out to her. She has the whole girl cave thing, and Dr. Heavenly has Dr. Heavenly's Beauty or whatever it's called. Shout out to Dr. Heavenly. Um, because the reason Dr. Heavenly now has a beauty supply is because of Leah Diaz from Married to Medicine LA franchising out opportunities for Black women to supply Black women with the hair they buy. Holla.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Isn't that great? And she
Hmm.
sets them up with vendors. She sets them up with everything that, I mean, they had a whole show on good hair about how hard it is for Black people to get into this hair, this
Yes, and
billion
we buy
dollar.
more and we spend more of our money than any other
Yes,
ethnicity in the world. I have
exactly.
always
So,
said that if I ever had a business, it would be a beauty supply store
well,
because,
girl,
and my best friend, she worked in that business for the last 20 something years, so
if
she
you're
know all the
serious,
goddamn vendors and
Leah
all that.
Leah Diaz has an Instagram where you can DM her if you're serious about these opportunities.
Right, and before people start putting their beauty salons in their hair stores, that's what I was saying. I was like, because you got everything you need inside the store. Because
Yeah.
that would be the best thing to do is have you some hairstylists in your store. Go to the back of the store. They go to beauty supply,
Okay.
and they go to hair salon.
Well, you're
Two for
just
one.
you're just as smart as my fave, Dr. Heavenly over there, because at her beauty supply, so Leah started her off with the hair and the supply stuff, but then Dr. Heavenly takes it a step further by she got your hair. You can do a full weave in the back. You can get
Mm-hmm.
your makeup done. She sells jewelry. She hosts skincare lines from not only Dr. Jackie, but also from Toya Bush Harris has a new skincare line. And so she's all about, and so she basically has like a one-stop shop for beauty. And she includes teeth too, because you can go see her at the beauty store and get a referral to get your teeth fixed at her dentist school. Hello.
Right. Out my back.
She's like from the top to the toes. I am
Oh
really
God.
excited about Black women finally buying their $1,200 hairs from other Black women. If you can
Exactly.
spend that, at least keep it in the community for real. And then
Exactly.
let's build up that way because a lot of other people are making a lot of gajillions of dollars off of our freaking hair drama. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
if we gonna be messy, we gonna look cute being messy. If we at
Exactly.
work, we gonna be at work looking cute. One thing we gonna do is
Uh,
make sure that hair is laid at
yeah.
all times. I told I used to tell my family, I was on my headstone, it better say that girl kept her hair laid, and you better make sure my hair look right in that casket whenever it
Right?
happens, because I
That
will come back and get everybody that did not make sure. Yeah, I
that
know I don't play about my hair.
yes, it's very important to have your
Yep.
hair laid.
My sister used to say, my daughter get her hair done every week. Her hair's not even. You got me messed up. If my hair's changed, her hair's changed. If her edges
Right?
ain't laid, mine yeah. We don't do that. And my daughter till this day don't play about her hair.
That is awesome. Like I
Yeah.
said, I have my natural locks and they're like I need to twist them down and stuff, but I'm cool with my locks now. I used to get my hair interlocked with,
Mhm.
where you put the cornrows in your hair and then you get that little crochet thing and you take the already
Mhm.
things and you put it in. And so when I met my husband, I had an interlocks down to my butt. And that was 23 years ago. And now my natural hair is down to my butt. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I totally had to get off those freaking weaves and stuff. They were damaging that glue. I'm sure that glue made me crazy, guys. I'm
I
positive.
can't do it. I can't put a wig on my head. I was in church. I wore a wig one time because I had a show to do and I didn't feel like going to get my hair done.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. I was on stage ready to take the wig off.
I know the
Then I went to
feeling.
church and was like, the next day went to church with the wig on. I almost took the wig off in church. Soon as I got to the car, that wig came off. I cannot do a wig. It felt like it was tightening my head, and I was
Yes.
hot.
Oh
I
my
can't do
God.
nobody hurting my head with cornrows. You're not gonna see him. I'm not gonna pay you to hurt my head for
Exactly.
4 hours or 8, however long it's gonna take y'all. And two people now pulling on my head from two different. We're not doing that. So I keep mine short.
That is too much.
I
I
don't play them games.
Me
Mm-mm.
neither. Not anymore. I used to. One time this girl braided my hair so bad that little white stuff came out the bottom of my follicles. Like the whole
See?
my
Mm-mm.
follicle was being pulled from my scalp, you guys. It looked like little white things all over my scalp because she had literally pulled my follicle, you guys.
Yeah, I had some of those one time, and me and my then friend went to Vegas, and he was like, "Baby, your hair coming up." Like, no, I am taking these things. I had crochets too. I
Yeah.
was unraveling I had hair all over that damn Atlantic City, and we was in the goddamn Bally's Hotel. I don't care. These things got to come out. I would look like Cleo from Set It Off, but these things cannot stay. I don't play about my hair hurting. If your head hurts, you can't do nothing. I don't
You
care what
can't do
nobody says.
nothing, right?
Your head
Exactly.
is like your back. You can't do nothing if your head hurts. You can't even think when your
Right.
head hurts.
And you're right about how like the wigs kind of seem tighter after you've been wearing them for a minute.
Oh my God,
Like,
especially in the summertime. It's hot.
I'm like, is my brain growing? I don't know. I
You
don't
got
know.
a stocking cap on your head, then you got to put the wig on your head, then you got to adjust it to you. I ain't got time for all that. That's too much.
I don't have time. I don't have time. And plus, mama already runs hot. So I'm not trying
Thank
to
you.
add any more degrees. Okay.
Thank you. Because these babies don't mess you up. Remember when you had your first child, you was like, ooh, everything the same. You have
Yeah.
another one, you're like, oh no, something is
Oh, yeah.
changing. Get a oh no, I'm
Yeah.
good. I used to didn't sweat. I sweat from places I didn't even know you could sweat from now.
Hello?
I'm not understanding. And I be damn if I'm gonna put something on my head that's gonna make it worse.
That's true talk. The
Even if
last
you wear a hair wrap on your head, sometimes you like, why is my head sweating this much? My head never sweats this much.
I know
No.
I don't know. I think the kids definitely broke my triple burner. Mama
Yeah.
runs hot.
These
Okay.
bodies do things that we didn't even know they could do after these kids finish.
I
Mm-mm.
know. Oh my God. All that baby growing does stuff to us. But we'll
Mm.
do it again and again and again for these bundles of joy.
Child, I'm glad I'm finished. I don't need no um uh 2021 baby. These babies come out walking and talking. I'm scared.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
these pandemic babies, they're on some
Yeah,
other
I'm scared.
definitely. The last scene from the show was that get a room. Now, we already kind of talked about that, but what did you said that you appreciated that Maurice got that.
Yeah,
Uh
I'm so happy he finally getting it because I did not like the way he sat there and let them people call Kimmy a side chick and he thought it was funny. He corrected no one. Kimmy standing there fending for herself, but her husband is sitting right beside her. I did not like it. I didn't like the way that he was treating her about the little boy. You want her to take care of the child, but she don't need to know anything. Like, no, we don't do that. Kimmy is too strong of a woman to allow you to play with her like that, and you don't do it on TV as well. No, because
right,
if it wasn't for Kimmy, you know you would not be the man that you are today. So please don't do it. Remember where who gave you who helped you get what you got.
right.
I don't
Yeah,
like for
I
no
can't
man to treat a woman like that, let alone a strong black woman that's holding you down. No, we're not gonna do that.
he wouldn't have ended up on the show at Kiowa, put it that way.
Child.
And no hate to Kiowa. I don't even know her like that, but I'm just saying I agree with your subscription that Kimmy is helping him become the man that he is. You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and if Kaya was real with herself, she would say the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I thought that
And
was
but
really cute. It was romantic and it was
yeah,
like
but
I don't know. It would kind of seem like a middle of the afternoon picnic though, too. Like
yeah, I was
the
definitely like, what?
ambiance was a little off. Like it was so fucking bright in there to still have
Yeah,
candles lit.
and like why y'all just eating goddamn pepperonis?
Yeah,
What
that was weird. That
y'all
was,
ain't even got a charcuterie board in there. Y'all just eating pepperonis out of a cup. What's going
that
on? You
was
ain't
a
got no
cute layout though.
cheese.
I'm gonna try to do a little pepperoni cup flour this
Right. Only
Tuesday.
one though. Like what
Yeah,
the hell?
that
And
was
then give me a plane ticket. Don't give me a flyer.
that was weird. And why did they blur it out?
And then you right, because it said Sandals Resort. And they did not have permission to use their likeness. I hope I'm making my own back hurt. But girl, come on now. What is this? Is this two people on the beach? What's going on? Was it people having sex on the beach? Like why is it blurred, people?
Going on?
That makes no sense.
That was
You couldn't just
hilarious.
print out a piece of paper with a beach on it. Like you had to leave the words or the picture.
Like that was really low budget, Maurice. I mean, you
Right. Like
spent
you
all
ain't
the
have an
money on
old plane ticket in the house, the little jacket from the plane ticket make us think it was like y'all go on trips all the time. Y'all stay on a plane. Like you ain't not one of those left in the house.
exactly. What did he
Come
spend all
on,
the money on
Maurice.
the balloons Did he spend all the money
Right.
on the balloon?
And that little teeny table, why is we sitting on the floor? We are grown. You don't get my big ass off this floor.
It was cute, but like, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cute, but it was stressing, girl. You know, Kimmy got
Yeah.
a lot of junk, cause I got a lot of junk in my trunk, and I ain't got no stomach and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's a lot to be getting up off the floor. Come on.
Right?
Now I'm tired. I gotta wait a minute before we can go have sex. I can't breathe now.
That's why all he gave her was a cup of pepperoni. He didn't want her too full for the Taco Tuesday in the bedroom.
Yeah, because she had her sitting on the floor. She couldn't breathe.
I like how they joke how when they went up, he's like, "Oh, there's more food in the bedroom," and she said, "Is it Taco Tuesday?"
Like, really, what do y'all call Taco Tuesday in the bedroom? I love taco, but I want to know what y'all kind of taco. What do y'all put on y'all
Yeah,
tacos if you're in the bedroom?
they call women's things tacos. They look like tacos. That's what they
Oh,
say.
I've never called mine that. I
I've
swear,
never
I've
done it
never heard
either,
it.
but I had this friend in in high school, and she was like, "Oh yeah, he loves my taco," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And she was like, "Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he said it looks like a taco." I was like, "You guys are weird."
yeah.
If there's anything looking cheesy or hamburgery down there, you guys, like, that's
Thank
a
you.
problem.
Stuff falling off. The stuff is falling out of the taco. Like,
Yeah.
when you overflow it, you got
And aren't
nah.
tacos usually crunchy? Like that sounds gross.
Exactly.
Like,
I don't. You just told me something because I've never made that reference. I've
yeah,
never
it's
put
like a
that
sexual
together.
reference. Taco
I was
two
confused
tacos
when they said it. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, why you got taco? What do you put on your taco if it's in the
yeah,
bedroom?
yeah.
Like, I'm
Tacos is a
confused.
sexual reference to a woman's
No,
genitalia.
they need to make it no.
Yeah,
They need to find something else because that ain't cute. I like tacos. Y'all making me not like tacos.
I
I
know,
don't.
right?
I don't want to look at me and like, ooh, no, no, no. You take a shower now.
So
You talk about tacos all day. No, I ain't got time.
that was hilarious. I totally appreciate your input, Prosperity, and I want your back to get better. Oh my
You and me both.
gosh, I'm so sorry about that.
But I can't wait for your review tomorrow because I got some things to say about that line ass Robin that say she don't lie.
I know. Oh my God. I don't think that was honest for her to be like, oh, I thought it was a different rumor. That would have flown had we not seen you and Giselle call Ashley to the place. Put
Girl,
the dirt right after you guys talked about that shit, Robin.
no, but how about she lied and said Juan came back to the place? Now you after he almost rolled her arm up in the door and ran her off the road. Girl, if he would have came back,
They would
production would
have
have rolled that beautiful beamed footage
yeah,
showing him coming back. They did
exactly.
not show it because they don't have it.
Right.
Robin, shut up. Just like you lied about having a baby. Girl, stop it. Tell me
Yeah.
you don't lie. When you stop lying?
When is she gonna stop? And then at least she finally admitted that they don't really need to get remarried. But she might have just sealed her own fate too, because without the thought of another honeymoon, I think the people are gonna get mad that she strung us along for so long.
Yeah, because we all knew that, like I said, she lied about the relationship. She lied about having a baby. She lied about them damn embellished had been in stores. Girl, you're a whole liar. Shut up.
Yeah, she's
You ain't
nation.
got married because you ain't getting married.
Right. And then she said we're gonna have a recommitment ceremony. Bitch. I would go with marriage ceremony so that you can get some alimony after shit don't work out.
Thank you, because recommitment, what are you recommitting to? Shacking up?
Yeah.
Living in the same house or not living in the same house, trying to make us believe you live in the same house?
Recommit
Robin,
showing your teenage sons how to never commit to a relationship.
thank you. Robin, have several. Have several. Won't you and y'all just tell the truth, girl? You like women, he might like men. Anybody got time for that?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you are not into him, girl. We don't even see y'all be affectionate with one another. We don't even see y'all kiss.
It doesn't even feel affectionate. Like I don't even imagine them having like sexy sex. Like
Girl, he gave Michael a hug and gave you a pound and walked out the door. Girl, bye.
yeah, that part.
And y'all can't even get y'all men to come to the goddamn reunion or trip. Girl, he is not that booked and busy with. Ain't that much basketball year round. It's basketball season, then there's football season, then there's baseball season. There's a lot of seasons in between
Right.
basketball. He's not coaching all the time. He may be coaching, but it ain't on the court.
Right. And then, not to mention, I mean, even if he does coach all the time, they know his wife has this job that they can surely give him at least 10 minutes off to for a video appearance at a freaking reunion. That doesn't fly with me that he
But
can't get off work.
where are you coaching all year round? I
Right.
don't know no school, no team. Where you at? You ain't in the NBA.
Right. He's not even on Coach Shaw level. Is he on Coach
Thank
Shaw
you. I don't even think he does college.
Yeah, it's not even college. I think it might.
You only get a couple of months in basketball because my son plays football. You got the same amount of time in basketball you get in football.
Yeah.
Girl,
My
stop
son
lying.
has never been to basketball practice year round.
Thank you.
Not with the same coach. If it is some type of year round thing, it's cycled. It's like with the team and the coach over here, and then we do private practice over here, and then we do, we
And
go
you get time off.
over here. And in between, I'm never working my son the whole year for that.
And they get time off and they can go to a week on a weekend vacation. Not a week. They were just a weekend.
Mhm.
You gonna tell me you don't get Saturdays and Sunday, you can't get a Saturday and Sunday off.
And then he had the time to go help you set up your warehouse. And he
And
had
have a mid-day date.
yeah, and had the time to have that afternoon date where he told you it's unattractive to sleep till 2.
Yeah, and then when him and Michael was smiling and when Ashley and her chaperone their little double date with
Yeah.
Juan and Michael. Girl,
Something's
bye.
not settling over there. You're right. The math isn't mathing over there, Robin. And that's too bad.
Yeah,
Because
that's why the IRS always on her back because the math ain't never mathing.
yeah. When we talk tomorrow more though, we'll get into like I was getting ready to go to Ashley's forehead next, but I don't think that Robin should have what are they holding over there? A cherry blossom leaf? She doesn't deserve a cherry blossom leaf. Ashley doesn't deserve a cherry blossom leaf.
What the hell?
I don't know. What do they hold over there in DC? It's the Potomac. It's cherry blossoms, right?
They hold cherry blossoms?
I don't know.
Oh, now you know I'm about to go look this up. I can't believe it.
LRGA. Let's see. What do they even hold?
Girl, you know I'm looking. You know. We got to find this out.
They are holding something. What is in their hand? What is this? Oh, champagne glasses.
I thought it was a champagne flute.
Oh, okay. What does champagne have to do with freaking DC? I thought it was cherry blossoms because that big ass cherry blossom right there. But
I thought it was champagne, but I'm like, well, she watched all the Housewives, so maybe that's Beverly Hills or somewhere they use champagne. I thought they had flute.
that's interesting. So okay. Then why is it that our ladies in Atlanta, they hold peaches because it's a peach state, right?
Right.
Of Orange County hold oranges.
Oranges,
County. The ladies of Beverly Hills hold diamonds because it's luxurious in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
And
New York does what?
apples because they take a bite out of the Big Apple.
Right.
So what the hell does champagne have to do with Potomac?
I guess Potomac's supposed to be grand and opulent. I don't know. I thought it was flutes though, but when you said cherry blossoms,
I did. I said cherry blossoms because I was going off the logic that they hold what they're known for. Like I lived in DC. Nobody was holding out champagne all the time.
Right, girl. And you know, I live in DC, born, raised in DC. And so when you said cherry blossom, I'm like, is she right? I was about to say champagne flute, but then I'm like, but cherry blossoms they do have that in the picture.
They do. It's right there.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh Lord, maybe I'm wrong. She watched all Housewives, so maybe she might be. Let me see.
I'm crazy. I'm willing to go look it up and be wrong. I could be wrong, but that's interesting. They're the only ones holding alcoholic beverages, unless it's like cider or some stuff. That's very interesting. Never.
Girl, that just took me all the way out.
They are going to have to change that up. They're going to have to get him something different to hold because
Yeah, but ever you are right. Well, no, Beverly Hills don't hold a fruit. They hold diamonds. So
they
I
hold
guess
diamonds. Yeah, they're the only ones that are holding a alcoholic beverage. That's interesting. And I'm just assuming that it's alcohol. 'Cause who would put freaking
no
apple
damn
cider?
apple cider, right?
Anyway, but I really enjoyed this
Oh
episode. Looking
God.
forward to the finale next week on Love and Marriage Huntsville and seeing, and ooh, you already know Baby Shirts is showing up in a baby suit to crash.
Child.
So I'm looking forward to that.
He
But
has no chill. I swear my
yeah,
hand to God, this man is crazy as a bed bug. Oh my God. With that little teeny, if he don't unbutton that damn blazer,
oh my
oh
God. And
God.
you know he gets his suits custom made that tight, girl. He pays somebody to make him that tight to
His
show all those.
Django, I'm surprised he have his slave collar on.
He's crazy. He needs to wear his pants looser too. And then he don't be wearing socks and stuff. Martell's a mess, in my opinion.
Martell, I don't know why these women are all on Martell because Martell look like he don't have not one good sex bone in his body. I'm sorry. He
Yeah,
don't look like he can put it down at all.
it doesn't look like a good lay, does it, Prosperity? It
At
doesn't.
all. And he don't look like he know what to do with his mouth either. I'm just do not
And I think
understand it.
didn't Melody say, "What about the things I asked you to do in a relationship?"
Yeah,
And
but Melody, I
yeah,
was
so I
mad
think
at
he might have been
Melody.
talking about that. I don't know that he give the cunnilingus. He doesn't look like he does anything but talk shit with that mouth. I'm not
Yes.
sure.
And I was mad at Mel when she told me something. Well, I started doing that every day after you knew he was cheating. Girl,
That's
don't tell
disgusting.
nobody that ever again.
Yeah, yeah. Any,
Coleslaw don't even look like she know how to wash properly. Girl, don't tell nobody that.
yeah, that's not.
You don't do that after they start cheating. Girl, you cheating already, man. You might as well keep it going because that's
yeah,
not going to happen over here
it's not gonna happen. Never, never, never
in
suck
life.
community peen, ladies, or
Thank you.
never.
Community pain doesn't go in your mouth
It
ever
does
in your
not.
life.
No, it goes to the doctor and then it gets wrapped up. If you still
Every
want
time.
to.
Every single time. There are no more babies going to be made in this family. You're
Right.
done.
Yeah, yeah. We're horrible, Prosperity. We're horrible.
No, he's horrible to make us even have to go there. It's his fault.
That is hilarious. But I'm gonna what time is it? What time is it here in California?
Two four
11:47. Awesome.
11:40.
So I've been
I'm
on here
like
for like
I'm
an
like
hour and a half already.
2:47 like you in DC.
I already been on here an hour and a half, Prosperity. So I'm gonna have to get off and go be with the boys and stuff. I promised them I'd only be in here for an hour. But I totally
Okay, I loved your video. I did not know you were a school teacher.
school teacher. No.
That was your son? I could have sworn that was a classroom you was in when the boy was throwing a hat
Oh,
on
I
your head.
homeschool. I homeschool. I
Oh, okay.
so oh yeah, but I'm not a full-on credentialed
I said
teacher.
she ain't tell me she was a teacher.
Yeah, but I'm totally a homeschooler and post
Yeah, I
pandemic
couldn't wait for mine to go
because
back.
we don't do distance learning in California this year, but after last year's success with my kids' grades and stuff being out from under the oppressive Karens at their school, because like I have a dark-skinned son and he was getting like treated a certain kind of way at school and I would have to be going up there all the time and
Oh no.
I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, what's going on? And they were like, always had their weird excuses. But as soon as he got from under them, he's
He
all
excelled.
he's all A's. He's totally excelling. His hypothalamus is completely able to retain all the information out from under the school to prison pipeline.
Oh no, that's what we're not going to do is play with our kids. We're
Yeah,
never going to allow that. They
yeah,
done lost their damn mind. But I couldn't wait for mine to go back to school. The homeschool was not for me.
yeah. It's hard and
My
everything,
son
but
grades went back up. Because I told him when I saw his report, I said, "Boy, because you was about to get all the way hurt." I couldn't understand it. I
yeah.
ain't never had a child that was got no C's and D's. I don't know where it's coming from, but yeah, now we back to our A's and B's. Because I was
Um,
losing my mind. I told him, I said, "Boy, I was so scared for you because I was
mhm,
gonna hurt you. I don't play them
right?
games." I got my son premature. He graduated high school a year early. My other two kids, all my kids have always been above their grade level in school, and
Yeah.
I got two that graduated college. We're not gonna play these games. So yeah, you have to go back to the building because you're
Yeah.
gonna get hurt.
Well, so far in my case, the building didn't get the results that we're getting at home this year and last year.
That's great though. He deserved that because
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, definitely.
we ain't
So
gonna play with that
yeah, we're not playing. We're not playing out here.
at
But I
all.
love you, Prosperity Thick Girl 40.
Love
Thanks
you too, babe.
up, and we will definitely talk tomorrow. And everybody else in here, thanks for watching Larger Curves today. Make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next video.
All
Okay?
right, I'm gonna send you the link to my new page that I had to make it too.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Please do. Please.
Y'all be safe and go to Cups About Thick Girl on IG. I got another page and buy you some.
Yes, definitely. Support Prosperity Thick Girl 40. She does great artistry upon the cups and things. So we're looking forward to seeing what she does for me, you guys. I'm looking forward to it.
It's
Okay.
coming.
Okay. Everybody take it easy. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye bye, blossom leaves.